Imagine you've just received the news. Your job, stable for years, is gone. The economy is shrinking. Headlines scream of layoffs, and everyone is tightening their belts. You might think, surely now, the dream of owning a home becomes more attainable. The housing market must be crashing alongside everything else. But then you look at the listings, talk to a few real estate agents, and discover something baffling. Prices aren't plummeting. They're sticky, they're stubborn. They might even be creeping upward in your very neighborhood. This isn't just a feeling. It's a historical reality. During the Great Recession, yes, prices fell sharply, but that was a crisis born within the housing market itself. In most other economic downturns, something different happens. The housing market doesn't so much crash as it goes into a strange, quiet hibernation. To understand why, we need to look at the very foundations of what a house is and the unique forces that surround it. First, a home is not just any commodity. It's shelter, it's safety, it's a community. This emotional weight creates a powerful psychological anchor for sellers. People who don't absolutely have to sell, they'll hunker down, wait out the storm, and simply take their house off the market. This drastic reduction in supply is the first crucial piece. Even as demand from buyers may soften, the number of available homes shrinks even faster. Think of it like a popular concert during a rainstorm. Some fans might stay home, but if half the vendors also close their ticket booths, the price for the remaining tickets doesn't necessarily drop. This seller lockdown is fueled by another key factor: equity. Many homeowners, especially those who have been in their homes for a while, have significant equity. They aren't desperate to sell at a loss, so they choose not to sell at all. Then, look at who is still buying. Recessions often bring falling interest rates as central banks try to stimulate the economy. For those with secure jobs and good credit, doctors, government workers, tenured professors, a recession can be an opportunity. Their buying power increases as mortgage rates drop. They are competing for that limited supply of homes, putting a floor under prices. Furthermore, institutional investors and large investment firms see recessions as a buying season. They come in with cash, looking to acquire properties to rent out, further propping up demand and often outbidding regular families. This creates a two-tiered market where financial distress for some meets financial opportunity for others. We also have to consider the long-term structural shortage of housing, particularly in desirable areas. For decades, we have not built enough homes to keep up with population growth and household formation. Zoning laws, construction costs, and community opposition create a bottleneck. A short-term economic shock doesn't magically fix this long-term deficit. The scarcity is baked into the system. So when a recession hits, it's like applying a temporary brake to a car that's already struggling to climb a steep hill. The climb pauses, but the car doesn't roll backward off the hill. The underlying shortage remains, waiting to reassert itself the moment the economy recovers, which leads to rapid price rebounds. Finally, there's the simple, powerful force of human patience. The housing market freezes, but it doesn't typically reset. Sellers would rather wait 3 years than sell for 30% less. Buyers, sensing stability or even competition for good homes, adjust their expectations. The market becomes a game of chicken, and historically, the side with more staying power, the sellers, often wins. The truly dramatic price declines happen only when forced selling overwhelms the system. Like during the 2008 crisis when adjustable-rate mortgages exploded and banks foreclosed on millions at once. Without that kind of systemic trigger, the default mode of housing in a recession is stagnant or slightly declining prices in some areas, and surprising resilience in others. So, the next time you see economic clouds gathering and wonder if your chance to buy a home has finally arrived, remember this complex stance. High housing prices during recessions are not a paradox. They are the product of psychology, scarcity, selective demand, and deep-seated structural issues. They are a reminder that a home is more than an asset. It's an anchor in our lives, and people will hold on to that anchor through almost any storm. The housing market, it turns out, is less like the stock market and more like an ancient, gnarled tree. It may stop growing in a bad season, but its roots are deep, and it takes a hurricane to truly uproot it.